Good evening, Timmies. For those of you who aren't aware, there was a patch a few days ago that nerfed grenades hard, and I didn't think that this would nerf my collector strategy, but it did. Grenades no longer one-shot him. I don't even think they kill him in 2 or 3. They seem to still do damage, but not nearly as much as they used to. I came up with a new, little bit more difficult strategy that still works, although obviously it's harder than just placing a grenade at his feet. With that being said, the loadout is still the exact same, a sling bag and an M67 grenade. I highly recommend you don't do impacts, as I think they do less damage now, and they also will just, you're probably going to kill yourself with it, let's be honest. If you haven't, I would still go watch my other collector video, because this one, I'm not going to go in depth about the AI, because I already did that, so if you want to know how the AI works and all that, just go watch that video. Also, the goon video might help as well if you're having trouble dealing with them. Last little thing I want to emphasize is some people didn't seem to realize that this guide is not going to up the chance of collector spawning. In no way can I control that. So I literally just played for 2.5 hours and I got him 3 times. Only got to kill him once because kitted people killed me. So this guide does not up the chance of collector spawning. All it does is help you kill collector when he does spawn. Now, I know I said I wouldn't go into the AI, although I do want to just give this little quick refresher if you're not going to go watch that other collector video. There are 2 variables that will make sure collector does not move. The first one is sight and the second one is distance. Sight is pretty obvious. If he sees you, he will not move. Now this also means that usually he will shoot you. There are a few bug spots that you can abuse where he won't shoot you even though you're looking directly at him, but we're going to ignore those for now. And then distance is a little bit more difficult. If you are within like 5 meters ish, I think he won't move. Even if there's a wall in front of you, he will not move. However, if you back up, he's going to chase you. Understanding those 2 variables is going to help a lot, especially if you panic once you see him. If you go and you sit behind a corner, like right next to a doorway, he will not push you. There is a very small chance that the AI will glitch inside of each other and the goons are like launching each other around, collector gets whatever, but that usually won't happen. So if you just sit around a corner, collect your head, then just wait there, you'll know what to do after this video.
Collector's here, collector's actually here. Oh shit, he's right there.
Now originally when I was gonna make this video, I was just gonna say find a good corner. If you're right-handed, make sure it's a right-hand peek. If you're left-handed like me, left-hand peek. Well, I figured not only is that a terrible idea, it's also boring and whatever. So accidentally, while trying to do that, I discovered a new strategy that is weird and it can be a little bit buggy, but it still works, and I'll show you that in a second. Now the peeking and shooting him with like one arm and going for his arms or his bottom legs, that still works. Only thing is if you peek too far and you're in a bad angle, then it can get a little bit complicated and he can start shooting you and dealing damage, and we don't want any of that. So that's why I have a new strategy. Going back to the whole distance and sight thing, so on the left here, if you are right here, this is you, collector's right here with the C. If there's a wall between you two, nothing's going to happen. He's not going to shoot through the wall, obviously. He's not going to push you. It's fine behind the wall. However, if you're this distance away, or like more than the 5 meters, then he's going to push you and he's going to shoot at you and he's probably going to kill you. Now, what I found out, I kind of already knew this, but I just double checked it. If you are borderline touching collector, and when I say borderline touching him, I mean you have to be like an inch or 2 from him. So touching him is better, but you don't have to necessarily be doing that. But if you are basically touching him, he cannot shoot you. What he can do is kind of run away-ish. He's not going to like sprint, but he'll back up a little bit because his AI is thinking that, okay, you're X distance away from him, so he needs to push you. This means that if you get him in somewhat of a corner, he won't move. You literally can just sit there and shoot at him. It looks a little something like this. I'll just let the rest of this play out. This is like exactly what you should do. And I'll also just remind you that even though there's people next to you, does not mean they're going to kill you. Alright, you just have to play it smart, play it slow, take your time. Most people don't know what they're doing when they're killing collector. Just remember that. So you have the advantage here.
shooting at me. He's looking at me and he's literally getting shot at. Alright, that's perfect. Where's Collector? Oh, there he is. Alright, I'm like full HP. I hope.
Usually, I advise you use your grenade for a goon or something else if you have to. I only used it here because I didn't
Ooh, that almost
need to
killed me.
use it. And it still, again, it does damage. Not enough to kill him, but it's still a good little boost so that you don't risk anything happening.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
As you saw, he kind of ran away from me a little bit. I do think this would be easier indoors as there's less room for him to run around.
That went south on
And
me.
if you're like under half HP, it might just be safer to try and peek him with one arm and not expose your body, because on the off chance he does run away and get a few shots off, that's not good.
I'm not really sure what he was trying to do there.
That's all it is for killing Collector. If you have any questions or something I didn't go over enough, let me know in the comments. Again, this one is definitely harder than the grenade. Obviously, it's a little more work. But once you learn how to do it, it should not be that difficult, really. It's just practice. That's all it is. That's how I have like 55, maybe even more Collector kits. It's just doing it over and over and over again.